Alright guys, today we are going to be reacting to 1 year in Russia. My honest review guys, let's jump in.
Well, I moved to Russia without knowing exactly what to expect. Everything was new, the language, the food, and the pace of life. But as I settled in, I quickly realized how much this place has to offer. Sure, there were challenges like learning the language and adapting to local customs, but each day brought something new, whether it was a word or a dish. From the countryside to city life, this year has been full of surprises, but what made it unforgettable were the people who welcomed me and made me feel at home. Now, after a year, I can truly say this place feels like home. So let's dive into the details. What I've loved, the challenges, and everything in between. Grab a seat and let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Brandy and I'm back with the video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Brandy. Now you know me, so please hit the subscribe button. It's been a whole year since I moved to Russia, and today I want to share my honest review about what it's like living and studying in Russia. If that's what you want to hear, this is the right place to be. Let's just get straight into the video. When I first arrived here, I didn't know what to expect, but honestly, let me tell you guys, people are always saying Russians are rude, Russians are mean. I personally don't think so, because when I first arrived here, they were so nice, welcoming, and that's actually a green flag. If you're going to be a new person here, you're actually good to go. They're so welcoming, but of course there's going to be that one bad guy who's going to act racist and stuff like that, but it's not that deep.
And that's from unexpected, right? If you're not expecting some weird guy to be kind of weird, you're not living in reality. Yeah, that's to expect.
One of the first struggles that I faced here was actually language barrier. Russian is actually no joke. I won't even lie to you. Russian is actually so hard to learn. Simple things like ordering food and asking for directions was actually challenging when I first got here. And my advice is, if you're actually coming to Russia, you better just learn the language there. The next thing I'll talk about is actually the public transport. Public transport here is actually so efficient, especially in places like Moscow. I haven't been to St. Petersburg, but apparently it's also efficient there. If you guys have seen the metro stations in New York, they're kind of dirty and stuff like that. Novix, but the metro station in Moscow, it's so nice. It looks like a museum. What shocks me the most is all of them actually have unique artworks, and the other thing is that they're so deep inside. I wonder how they actually made them, because myself, I was shocked. Anyways, enough about praising the metro stations. The other thing is actually how affordable it is living in Russia. Okay, let me not be generic. Let me say Kurs, because that's where I live. Rent and food is actually so affordable in the city. I won't even lie. Rent is approximately from 10,000 rubles to 40,000 rubles. 40,000 rubles, that's when you are a baller and you actually want to live in the suburbs, you get what I mean? And then 10,000 is, it's not that bad, but you get what I mean? So it's actually affordable, and the food here is actually affordable. You can spend literally like 3,000 in a month, but also it depends on the kind of person you are and how you actually eat. But that's actually a rough estimate of how much you can spend in a month. Actually, you guys,
3,000, like $300 in like 300 American dollars. Yo, that is so cheap. That is so cheap, my goodness. $300 a month.
should not mind me if you guys see me look down, because I actually have my iPad here and I wrote down all my points here. But anyway, the next thing I'll talk about is actually studying in Russia. The educational system in Russia is way too different from the one in Botswana. I'll talk about Botswana because that's where I am from. So it's actually so different. You basically teach yourself. The professors will just be there to guide you. Okay, guide you? No. You basically teach yourself. What I mean is, okay, sometimes the professors will give you material you need and stuff like that. And then most of the time, majority of the time, you do it yourself. You do the work by yourself. And then the exams here, so far I've had one exam. All I can say is that they do it differently. It's oral exam. Me personally, I don't like oral exam because it makes me freak out somehow, but I guess I'll get used to it. But all in all, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. You just have to study and do your thing. One of the best things is actually meeting other international students. I won't even lie, it's been one of the best things that has ever happened to me. It's very nice to meet amazing people from all over the world, meeting different people from different countries. Personally, I find it so hard making friends, but I won't even lie, people here are so amazing and I've been able to make quite a number of friends. I'm sure you'll be able to do that as well if you're actually coming to Russia. And then probably the last thing I'll talk about is actually the culture. Russians have a really rich culture. You know what I mean? When I say rich culture, I mean it, because For example, yesterday was actually Women's Day, and I was just seeing flowers all over the place. Like
Wow,
everyone,
really?
literally every man was holding flowers. That actually shows you how they take their culture so seriously.
Yeah.
Things like Women's Day, Valentine's Day, Victory Day.
Well, we saw the Christmas. The Christmas, they were going all the way out. So I would not be surprised if they were taking all this stuff very serious as well.
What else? New Year's Day, Christmas Day. They take those things so seriously. I won't even lie. And it's so pretty. I respect that so much. Actually, I forgot to mention the most important thing. Winter. My first winter in Russia was no joke. Guys, it was really cold. It was really cold. Like the weather here was no joke. I won't even lie. When it says winter, it's actually winter, and you need to dress up like someone who's going through the winter in Russia. It was not easy for me to adjust, but eventually I adjusted to the weather and it was all good. And then the summer here is actually summery. Like it's summer. Like winter is winter, summer is summer. So the weathers are actually harsh. Another challenge is actually the paperwork here. But personally, since it's been 1 year since I've been here, it's been a while since I actually did the paperwork. Like you do it in the very first stages when you get here, like first month to fourth month or third month. That's where you do most of the paperwork, like visas, fingerprints. When you want to apply for bus card, you have to do SNILs and a lot more, man. Like you just see when you get here, but there's a lot of paperwork that you have to do here. I guess I mentioned all the other points that I had written down. If I'm forgetting something, then I'm sorry. I guess I'll put it in the next video or something. All in all, guys, I won't even lie. My 1 year experience in Russia was an eye-opening experience. It was an amazing experience because moving abroad actually made me mature. It made me a big girl. Russia has its ups and downs, and
Yeah, when you travel like this, it just brings certain areas that you never thought you had. And I'm glad that she just went to Russia, which is a completely different culture from where she's from. And I have to give her props because at least she went to a foreign country, a language that is very hard to read, to learn, and on top of that, she had a great experience.
if you're actually someone who has a strong personality, I'm sure you'll be able to overcome every problem that comes your way, including the weathers, the language barrier, and everything in general. But all I can say, my last words to you guys is learn the language. Me, myself, I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
But guys, Russian is actually so hard, but I'm trying. But anyways, this is just the end of the video. If I actually forgot something, I guess I'll include it in my 2-year experience. Because yeah, that's all I have experienced so far. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do well to hit the subscribe button. I'm sure you're here to stay. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Until then, I'm signing out. Bye guys.
Good job, man. That was good. Shout out to her. Not easy what she's doing, especially if she comes from Africa to an Eastern European country. That's a huge step, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, guys, like always, I'll see you in the next one.